Hello everyone, and welcome back to our latest episode of Spring Into Reading. This week we want to remind you to continue tracking your reading using the Beanstack app for our Spring Into Reading challenge. Whoever tracks the most reading between now and Friday, June 4th will win entrance into the double feature drive-in movie put on by the Rotary Club of Shelburne, and that's happening June 12th. I want to start off this week by saying I discovered a new author using one of our excellent resources called Novelist. What's really great about Novelist is if you're not sure what you're interested in reading, it can definitely help with that. They have a great appeal mixer, so you can kind of tell them what you're thinking, and it will generate a list of books that might be of interest to you. What I did was I decided I wanted something in the same vein as the Rockton novels, so something with a strong female lead like Casey Duncan. And what it brought back for me is a title called Dead Woman Crossing by J.R. Adler. So this book centers on the character Kimberly King, and she has just uprooted her life as a detective in New York City, and she's moved to Dead Woman Crossing, Oklahoma. So she thinks this is a good decision for her family. She's going to be closer to her mom, and it'll be a bit slower pace. However, within days of arriving there, she's thrown into a very brutal murder investigation that not only echoes back to a crime of the past, but also strikes pretty close to home. Now, do I think Kimberly King is on the same line as Casey Duncan? Maybe not, but I think this book was entertaining enough that it kept my interest and was a good fit. Where I would say this book really shows strength, and what I appreciated about it was even though she moved across the country kind of by herself, she never swooned over her boss. They had a very good working relationship, and there was no kind of romance thrown in that way, which I think is a strength and not always the case in these types of books. So again, that is Dead Woman Crossing by J.R. Adler.
This week was quite different than what I usually read. The Wrong Family by Tarryn Fisher. Wow. What a story. Really one of those psycho thrillers, which I'm actually not crazy about, but I'll read once in a while. And once I was into it, you mentioned that you had read it, and you were surprised that I was reading it. Well, so was I. A very improbable story, I think. It's about a family, very dysfunctional in a lot of ways. And they put a new addition on the house, and lo and behold, a homeless woman, Juno, ends up living in their crawl space and stealing food from their fridge, washing clothes in their laundry whenever they're not home. And all the while, there's another tale unfolding because there seems to be a mystery around Winnie, the mom in the family, who was a former psychologist and therapist, and she has some deep, dark secrets. And I think that's what the book is all about, the dark secrets this family is carrying. Juno, of course, also a former therapist, although now homeless, has had a pretty checkered life, alcohol and drugs. But living here in this home, she's pretty clean. She eats their food, and clean, I mean in lifestyle rather than the cleanliness. And she decides that she is going to solve the mystery of this family, the secrets that they're hiding. And she goes on their computer, she does all kinds of interventions. A lot strike me as a little improbable that anybody would do that. But anyway, at the end, it all climaxes in a brutal murder. And none of this, the whole secret behind all this, isn't discovered until the house is sold and someone finds something in the crawl space. And if you like this kind of book, psycho thriller, then you will find out what is in the crawl space at the end of the day.
We want to thank you guys for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.